What's going on with everybody, man? It is your boy, Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Green Dungeon today, giving it to you real raw rugged. And got somebody on the other line. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. Who we got?
Hey, this your boy David Lucas, man. At David Lucas Funny on IG. You know me from Kill Tony, All Def Digital, MTV, Your Mama, True TV, all that shit.
How you doing today, man?
I'm chilling, man. Just woke up not too long ago.
I could
I get
tell.
to
I
do
could tell in your voice. You definitely just woke up. I could tell, man.
I get to do an interview on FaceTime, so I ain't even gotta put no clothes on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, we supposed to do this interview like I was gonna call you like a couple minutes ago. So I feel you, man. I had to take a boo boo. So it's real life. You know what I'm saying? Man? Real life getting away sometimes, man. So.
Man, fuck it.
It is how it is. But I just want to start us off before we do this interview, or before we really get into it. Pretty hyped for this interview because you're a funny nigga, man. You're a really
I
funny nigga,
appreciate it,
man.
bro.
Like every time I see you, I get a good laugh, man. And it's not just like a hee ha hee. I'm like I'm dying. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate what you bring to the comedy game. I first seen you when you was on Roast Me, and
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, it's a really hilarious show. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
you was definitely one of the standouts. It was you,
Right.
um, it was Craig.
Yeah, my boy
Uh,
Craig.
yeah, it was a lot of them, but yeah, y'all two definitely stuck out to me. So just wanted to let you know before we even get into this, you are incredibly hilarious, man.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that.
So you said something that I didn't know though. You said that people might notice you from Your Mama. You was on Your Mama?
Yeah, I was on MTV, your mama.
Really?
Back when I was in high school.
How did that go? Cause like how do you even sign up for the show? Like how does that work?
So shit, MTV Your Mama, that was like what, oh 07, oh 07, oh 08, something like that. And I was I don't know, junior, high school, sophomore or some shit. And I'm a little older, late 20s, y'all. So back then it wasn't the only social media that was really popping was like MySpace, and they had this shit called Tagged. So there was really no like Twitter to put out casting calls. There was no Instagram. Now everybody's like, "Oh, tag your funny friends on
Yeah.
Instagram." So this was literally like going to the MTV website. So when I was in high school, I already knew where I wanted to be, like as an entertainer. So I would go to like every website, like ABC, NBC, BET, MTV, like all the time to see like what casting calls they had. And so I saw that MTV had a casting call in Atlanta. And so I told my mom, I was like, "Mom, I want to go do this. Like, you got to go with me since I'm underage." And she was like, "Bet, if that's what you want to do, then we'll go." So went to a open audition um, somewhere in Atlanta. I was living in Macon. So somewhere in Atlanta. Um, and they had me roast. Well, where I'm from, we call it cracking. Like, I just now started calling it roasting, like, in the last few years. I got some shit on my phone.
No, you good.
So I just now started calling it roasting in the last few years. So they had me crack against like 6, 7 people. You know what I'm saying? And then they was like, "Oh, we want you on the show." And I'm like, "All right, bet." My mom had to be there and shit. But it was dope. I was the most popular nigga in high school. You feel me?
No, that's hard. That's hard. That's crazy. You said it. Y'all call it cracking. I thought y'all called it jonesing down there. Isn't that a thing y'all say?
They might say that in Atlanta.
Oh, but you from Macon.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
raised in Megan. Yeah, so
So
we call it cracking.
so
They be
you
like, "Bet
my
I'm
fault.
about, like we say like I'm cracking. We be like, "Bet I'm about to fire your ass up. I'm about to kill you, bit." You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit we say. Or I'm
Y'all
about to get on your,
y'all
I'm about
say
to get on your
fine?
head, huh?
Y'all say fine?
Nah, like fire, but it's like I'm about to fire your ass up.
No. I'm from Florida. Like we say, I'm finna fire your ass up. So like I'm pretty familiar with. I
Yeah.
just didn't know niggas outside of Florida said that. That's crazy.
You from Duval, right?
Yeah, from Duval.
Yeah. I lived in Miami.
Okay.
That's like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I feel like Cause like I said, I thought you was from Atlanta this whole time, and I really didn't know
Oh,
you from
nah,
Macon.
I was in Macon. Yep, yep. And down there in Florida, when I was a kid, we called this shit ranking.
Yeah, of course.
Damn, bit. I know you ain't ranking. Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy because like all of these words, I didn't know were like regional words until I got older. Like I thought the whole nation.
Roasting is all like roasting. I think is like nationwide.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you say roast, because in LA they say bagging.
Mm.
Like damn, bit you bagging. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah. I think that's crazy. Like, and it's funny because like people, I feel like a very popular question niggas like that ask comedians. It's like, oh, like how do you get so funny? Like, when did you know you were like a funny person? And it's crazy because like I know that you weren't a big dude all your life. You know what I'm saying? I know you said you kind of like start picking up pounds as you got older. So I know a lot of like big niggas are funny because niggas roast them about being big all the time. Like me, I walk around with a bonnet on, like I'm a different type of nigga, so I gotta know how to roast. I can't just be around niggas with bonnets on, not knowing how to roast. You know what I'm saying? So was it like a certain thing you had where like niggas would like pick on you all the time about it? You was like, yo, I gotta learn how to like get on niggas.
I went to private school, bro. But when I got to like high school, is when I went to public school when I really learned how to roast.
Mm.
Like I remember, nah, it was like eighth grade when I went to this middle school. That was a public middle school, and I remember, but I always had jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like I was always funny,
Mm.
and I'm a fast learner. So I remember being at that middle school, and like the first thing, they're like, oh shit, let's get this nigga. And I'm like, what you mean, let's get me? And back, I mean, I don't know how they do it now because they got this anti-bullying shit and all that BS. But shit, then niggas would put like a circle around you. If they was really like on your head tough, niggas would put like a circle around you, and everybody just be firing your ass up. You know what I'm saying? So I just learned, to like it's like if you getting jumped, you know what I'm saying? You might not beat them niggas' ass, but you at least gonna hit them with something hard. Like, oh, this nigga did fight back. So it probably took me like a good month to learn how to crack. And I would just, I remember when I first started cracking, like I would use like rap lyrics.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like funny rap lyrics, or I would use like shit that I heard like comedians say, cause I watch a lot of comedy. So that's until I really learned how to like take a person apart. I would just say like stupid shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It, like shit that I'd be like, that shit was trash.
No, I think the best part, like when I was growing up, it'd be like I guess like from my outer appearance, a lot of people look at me and just like, oh, this is a weird nigga. So like niggas like, oh, I'm finna start killing this nigga. So it's always the best part is like when you like start getting back on a nigga and you can see it on their face like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that nigga to, you know what I'm saying, to hit me with that right there. So it's always good to catch a nigga off guard like that. I feel like a lot of niggas. It's weird. You say you don't know how it is because of bullying thing. I don't think it's any different. Niggas are still getting roasted on. Niggas are still getting.
I'm talking about like like and like when I was in middle school and high school, bro. Like teachers was cracking. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's still like that. At least in Florida. At least in Florida, it is.
Yeah, but these kids sensitive and shit right now, and all that bullshit. Like, bitch, y'all need to be bullied. Nigga, what you think this world gonna do to you when you get grown?
So are you one of like the is your comedy? Do you feel like your comedy is ever affected about how other people are so sensitive?
Some of it.
In what regard?
I'm an observation comedian, so I mean, like, I just wrote a new joke talking about only ugly girls change the world. Fine girls don't do anything historic.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And if
Okay.
you think, because I give an example, I'm like, look at the lady who created Me Too. She, she looked like fucking Vin Rames.
Hey man, she definitely looks like KRS One stunt double. That's a crazy
That
looking one.
bitch. Anybody Me Too that hoe? Who me too her?
A nasty nigga. Nah, cause look, you gotta think about it. Women have morals. Niggas will smash anything. So I can definitely see a nigga running through her walls, man. Niggas don't care. Like niggas are disgusting. And you a southern nigga, so you know a southern nigga smash her. Come on,
Yeah, but
you know
okay,
how
a
nasty
southern nigga
niggas is.
smashing, but what nigga went the extra steps to me to this bitch to possibly like do something she ain't want?
To jeopardize your life over the Me Too creator, you gotta be a really disgusting nigga. That's wild.
No, I'm talking about her.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying for if a nigga seen her and was like, nigga, I'm finna take that shit. You a disgusting nigga. If that ran through your mind looking at her. So yeah, I feel you.
Right. Like that's what I'm saying, man. Exactly. Like what homeless nigga? What homeless nigga? Me too. This bitch. Ain't nobody wasting no roofies in this bitch drink. Is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, they definitely gonna get you out of here. They definitely gonna get you out of here for that. There's definitely gonna people in the crowd. They go like, what are you talking about?
I mean, I don't say that part, but I'm just like,
Have you ever got like a vocal reaction like of somebody being like mad at one of your jokes?
of course, that's what you strive for.
Mm.
Patrice O'Neal said it best. If you're doing your job right, 50% of the people will love you, 50% of the people will hate you.
Mm.
I don't want everybody to fucking like me. What good does that do? I need some people to not like what I say. Because I'm speaking my mind and I'm not holding shit back. So if you agree with me, then you're a strong motherfucker that's, very self-confident. Kind of like, I'm not as raw as like Corey Holcomb, but like his fans are his fucking fans and he speaks his fucking mind. And he's very unapologetic about it. And that's what I love. And I believe comedy needs to go back to that instead of niggas tiptoeing around subjects.
I feel like a place to kind of like rewind it back a little bit. I feel like a place like Roast Me or All Def Digital. I feel like they gave y'all a platform to kind of, speak your mind without any consequences because
Oh
it
yeah,
was a lot of
we told
crazy stuff said. You know what I'm saying?
we told gay jokes, nigga. Like that's why I couldn't be on TV because it wouldn't be what it is. Like nigga,
It's too wrong,
we roasted niggas in wheelchairs. Like they can't put that shit on TV.
bro. I think it was Craig Smith, if I'm not mistaken, when he told the nigga in a wheelchair. He said he had a dream that he was standing and woke up in a handstand. That was the craziest thing I ever heard. So yeah, that couldn't be on TV. That it really couldn't
Right.
be on TV. Was that like
Jay
an
had
effort to put it on TV and it kind of got held back because of that?
I think I heard speculation about that, but they want to like water it down. And like, well, bitch, you gonna have some fucking wild and out shit, though.
Mm.
And who wants some corny ass wild and out shit? You know what I'm
Could you ever see
saying?
yourself doing that, like a wild and out type of ordeal?
um, yeah, but not for long, bro.
Mm.
Them niggas so corny. So it'll probably be a lot of like, I'm an alpha male, so like if you're not an alpha male, you probably gonna feel intimidated by me. Cause you're not gonna slide with bullshit, cheap shots. Like, all right, bitch, you got something to say? I'm right here. What's up? Don't tell nobody else. Don't text it. Like, just tell me right now. What did you say? And that's the type of nigga I am. And that's the type of person I am in general. Like, if I feel like I got something to say to you, like, if I say it behind your back, best believe it's about to come to when I'm gonna say it in your face. I just ain't seen you yet.
You think it's a lot of like corny niggas on there like gossip behind niggas' back and shit?
Huh?
I said you think it's like a lot of corny niggas on there like gossip behind niggas' backs and shit?
I know it is, bro. I know all these Hollywood dudes. I mean,
That's crazy. I don't even look at it as like a Hollywood show. So that's crazy that you say like they Hollywood dudes. Like I look at them just like niggas who happen to be funny enough to get on TV. That's crazy.
yeah. I mean, it's some solid dudes on there. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, in Hollywood in general, bro, this is a very fickle industry that you just got to be careful about what you say and who you say it to, because today that nigga's an assistant, and in 6 years he's a fucking executive producer at Lionsgate. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, a lot of um, a lot of staying in the industry and being relevant is, I guess, keeping your mouth closed. Like you can't just say everything you want to say. So, and I rather just. I'm not too good with like controlling my words. I've been that way since I was young. So I really don't like to be put in situations to where I might possibly say something that can harm me.
And it's crazy because you're talking about like Hollywood being fake. I went to LA for the first time in August, and you hear about LA growing up, like, oh, it's like the city where everything happens at. Hey,
Yeah.
fucking stinks. I'm not a fan of LA, man.
I
LA,
mean, you probably was on Hollywood or downtown.
I definitely was. I was all around. I was all around, and just the part, it seemed really fake. Like everything just seemed very not real. And I feel like being from Jacksonville, everything is kind of more authentic. Like it's up there in your face. But everything in LA just seems so like it seemed like everybody was in a big movie. That's what it felt like. It felt like I was in a big movie production.
I mean, the, when you understand the culture of Hollywood, or LA in general, I mean, to see real culture, you have to go outside of the city. Like you have to go places like Compton, Wax, Inglewood, like the Valley, Pasadena, and shit like that. I mean, LA is a borrowed culture. Like nobody here is really from here because if you talk to anybody, they're like first or second generation. You know, especially black people. Like, oh yeah, my family from Texas.
Yeah,
Of course they are. This was Mexico.
yeah.
Yeah, so LA is a borrowed culture, so it could I mean, when you don't know what you really are, when you don't know what you really are, you know what I'm saying? Of course you're gonna act fake. You know what I mean? It's like in the South, we know what we are, we know where we come from, so we act Southern, like. So that's why you get the term, oh, he acting Hollywood. 'Cause LA is Hollywood. Its economy is based on Hollywood.
When you got there, were you like, did it take you time to get accustomed to, or you just hop right in?
I was a teenager when I came here, bro,
Mm.
and yeah, I mean, it still took time, definitely.
Would you say now you're like fully accustomed to what LA
Oh
is?
yeah, I'm acclimated to this shit now, bro. It is what it is. I love it. LA is like a bipolar bitch. You know what I'm saying? With good pussy.
Mm.
Like, damn, I love this bitch, but god damn, this bitch be acting crazy. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? So, it's a love hate relationship, man. Like, it's too many. It's way overcrowded. It's fucking expensive as hell. But at the end of the day, like, nigga, it was like 90 degrees last week. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's I mean that's like Florida weather. That shit is definitely like a bipolar woman. It's crazy. And like
I
I
mean,
do,
but
huh?
at least out here we don't get all that rain that y'all get.
Oh my gosh, hurricanes, rain, fucking
Like
every storm you could think of.
we get earthquakes.
I would rather have a hurricane than an earthquake. I ain't gonna lie.
I'd rather be in an earthquake than a hurricane.
I mean, cause I know it's coming. Like I don't know. Like I don't want to wake up and I'm goddamn Harlem shaking 4 o'clock in the morning because the fucking ground is
Yeah,
shaking. It's not
yeah, but
fun,
that shit only lasts for like 20 seconds, dog.
bro. I mean,
20, 30 seconds.
Florida niggas treat hurricanes the same way white people do cold weather. It's like we're not scared of it. You know what I'm saying? You ever see like white people in like short shorts and it's like 2 degrees outside? That's how
Yeah,
Florida
man.
niggas look at hurricanes.
I remember when they had that big hurricane down there. And I asked my granddad was he gonna go to Duval, and he's like, nah, he good. I was like, damn, boy.
Niggas do not care about hurricanes. But nah, I was gonna say like when I went to LA, I do you ever see like just on TV how niggas do like little public interviews, like they'll like go and do like little questions, like man on the
Yeah,
street videos. I do that a lot, and I did that in LA, and it was just to see the difference, like of speaking of individuals from like there, from like down here. I just think it's I don't know. I feel like they actually believe they're like it's like when you move to LA, it's like well I'm big time now, so it's like already in their mind like I'm a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? I feel like niggas put on a
yeah,
persona when they move to LA. Do you feel
yeah.
that?
Everybody out this bitch be lying.
My gosh,
I
man.
don't gotta talk about what I'm doing. I'm gonna just let you see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, they definitely be out here lying.
it's definitely a weird thing. But nah. And then recently, to see your progression as like a comedian, I think it's really great to see. I see you're a regular on Kill Tony now,
Yeah.
and I just started watching Kill Tony this year. Might be like a top 5 podcast right now. It's It's great stuff,
Yeah, number
and
one podcast in the world.
it's up there, man. Because like even when the comedians aren't funny, you know Tony gonna give something. You know what I'm saying? You know he gonna, you know what I'm saying? He make it funny.
Tony
So
Tony Hinchcliffe is one fast, quick roaster. That motherfucker quick, bro.
he
I'm
makes
like,
something out of nothing, bro.
yeah. I look. He looks at me as being so talented. I'm like, motherfucker. I look at you as being so talented. Like, it's like as soon as a motherfucker finishes a statement, you already got something for him. Almost like you wrote the shit, but it's impossible that you wrote
Did you go to a black high school?
it. Yeah.
You know, growing up in a, you know, going to a black high school.
I went to a nigga high school, bro.
Hey,
Like,
I feel you.
I went, I went to a high school, but I mean, my mom almost took me out of it because it was so ghetto, man. And that's just the type of chick she was. But I promised her I was strict and that I would make good grades. I went to a high school where niggas was getting shot at the bus stop and shit. But the football team was good. You know what I'm saying?
Sound like you went to like exact high school. Niggas carrying around Glock 19s in class and shit. It was
Yeah.
real wild, real wild. But nah, I bring it up because you going to a black high school. You know, like when the funny black dudes or whatever are roasting, a white guy probably not going to be able to compete with them. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna get the same laughs. They don't get overshadowed. But a nigga like Tony, I think he could hang in because just because he's so quick, he's witty, and I feel
And
like what's
Tony grew up hood as fuck.
mm,
Like his first car was like a Grand Marquis.
nah,
But also, I feel like a decent. It's like the same thing with white rappers, bro. I feel like a decent white roaster versus a very good black roaster, it could possibly sway to the white dude because
really.
he just gets that. Damn, this white boy. Even though if a black dude might be saying it, but because it's considered taboo for white people to roast, and the white dude is saying it, I feel like he could potentially win. Like he might not even be saying no fire shit, but it's just the point that a white boy is talking shit to a black dude makes it. Oh my god.
It's almost like when a white person like battle rap a black person. It's like niggas gonna hype up the white boy. Like, oh, he rapping.
Right, or if like when a white boy come play basketball and he decent. And it's like, why y'all niggas acting like this? Look at all this talent out here on this fucking court.
Black people love to hype up white people, but when they see Massa doing something good, they go, "Oh my gosh! Can't believe the oppressor's doing this." Like, calm down, man. You know how niggas is, but yeah, I feel like something that's also important that he utilizes is like knowing your audience. So, let's say if he was to perform in front of like an all black crowd, I feel like he would tailor his jokes and know how to deliver differently if he was performing in front of all Asian people or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Huh?
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
I feel like that's really important. Like I seen something you said that didn't hit, but it probably would have hit in a black crowd. It was when you was roasting Michael Bisping, and you did the Fetty Wap joke, and
Oh yeah.
and he's like, like a Glock in his car. What are you gonna shoot this guy? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's very interesting. Did you like when you said that joke? Did you think it was gonna land, or you was like, I'm gonna just throw it out there?
I thought Fetty Wap was crossover enough to where they would get it, but obviously they didn't. And I mean, is roasting don't kill Tony. You do have to tailor it a little bit. I can't be as like hood or raw or urban as I can on roast me because of the audience. So I have to stick like mainstream with my references. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but some shit they be getting it. It just. But I guess everybody, white or black, has seen Friday because I call Michael Bisping a white Debo.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, y'all get this, but y'all gonna get Fetty Wap blocking my Rari I ass. Like, nigga.
I feel like because I watch a lot of battle rap, and battle rap it's called like winning in the crowd, winning in person and winning on the camera. So like you could win in the crowd like loving you or whatever, but then when you watch it on camera and you re-listen to everything they're saying, it's like, oh, that nigga really won. Like if you watch it on camera. So when you're saying jokes, do you ever like risk it and be like, this probably won't land in the crowd, but I know on camera niggas gonna appreciate that.
Nah, I don't even think about that, bro. I be like, Um, if I'm on the road, bro, I'm just trying to get everything out to the point where you just shut the fuck up. But I mean, roasting on Kill Tony is also different than I was roasting on like roast me, because on roast me I was a counter puncher.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I wait till you hit me, then I hit you back. But like now,
You
like
coming off the gate.
yeah. Just because it's like I learned from roast me, you can't let nobody get the upper hand on you. I wish roast me was still around, because I feel like I'm roasting every week now, boy. It's like you don't really get nobody to roast against. You know what I'm saying? So
The,
now I get to roast every week.
the Michael Bisping roast, that was legendary stuff, man. You was one joke away from him calling you a moon cricket. Like you was you was one joke away from that nigga pulling out a clan mask, bro. That when he said dance, I was like,
Yeah, I was
whoa.
like, what is this?
This is like, I didn't know what was going on with that
Dance,
point,
boy,
man.
dance, boy. I said, what the fuck is going on right
That nigga got his slave master bag. I didn't know what was finna happen right there.
now? And then niggas is like, man, you so crazy for going up against Michael Bisping. I'm like, bro, if I take a L, I'll take a historical L.
And hood niggas don't care, bro. Y'all niggas will fight anybody. And I could tell you wasn't like, you didn't seem like you were nervous or afraid. Like if he was to attack you, I feel like you would have, even if you would have lost, I feel like you still would have went down swinging.
Bro, I would have got a punch in on that nigga, and that would have been, because it's like, nigga, you train UFC. I'm a fat boy, so even if I get a hit in on you or do something to you, niggas gonna be like, damn, bro, you got your ass whooped, but you did catch a UFC heavyweight champion with a right hook, nigga.
That's a fact. Did you feel him getting mad, like in the building? Like was the tension building? Because I could feel it on camera. Like, did you feel it in the building?
Yeah, I wanted to keep pushing him, but they stopped me.
Yeah, man, that was.
I wanted him to get up, bro. I wanted him to get up.
He was close. He was close, man.
Yeah,
That was.
I was gonna treat him like I was gonna tackle his ass.
Bro, I was scared for you because like when he did the dance, I was like, all right, man, this that shit felt like an auction block at that point. I was like, all right, man,
Yeah, bro. I got a mic stand in my hand that weigh like 25 pounds.
swing that bitch.
And you got one good eye, bit. I poked that good eye.
Like, bro, that nigga really would have been Debo, man. That's crazy.
Right.
I mean, if you would have swung it from the left, that nigga would have not seen that bitch. So I mean,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
you would have definitely caught that nigga.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then also one more that I want to bring up that I thought was really, really funny. I don't even know this woman's name because I didn't see the whole episode. I just seen it on your Instagram. I'm trying to find the episode. It's when you was roasting that white lady and you said that she looked like she called the police all the time. That was good stuff. Who was that?
What that bitch said, that's good, but can you rap? Bitch, what? Can I rap? Can you call the police?
You know what's funny? I feel like a lot of white people, they you ever hear like a race joke and then they also kind of sound like it's coming from a real place from them? You know what I'm saying? Like when Michael Bisping did the dance thing, I was like, all right, I don't know if that's a joke anymore. This is a little weird.
Right. My grandmother's half white, bro. So I grew up around a lot of white people my whole life, bro. And what I can say is some just don't know. Some are just. It's like, they don't know. I don't think people in 2019 are intentionally racist anymore. People just don't fucking know, bro. They don't.
That's why I fuck with Tony though, because I feel like when Tony do his jokes, you can tell it's not coming from like a hateful place or whatever. He could distinguish it very, very easily. You know what I'm saying? And that's a talent.
Right, it is. He's very talented, bro. That's my dog.
It's crazy. I don't want to keep it for too much longer, man. Anything else you got to say before we get out of here, bro?
Nah, man. You got the website, the Kanye shit. No Kanye questions.
No, I don't. I mean, I seen. Okay, so I watched your podcast. I watched the Brothers and Cursive podcast, and I seen you went to the Sunday service. I seen you was you really enjoyed it. Kanye last couple albums, fucking terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm a big Kanye fan, bro. So even when my boy made bad decisions, you know, I liked his last two albums, but I'm a Kanye fan, too good or bad. You know what I'm saying? And
we heard the same album, bro.
Yeah. Every need shall bow. Oh, Every hand shall bow, every tongue confess.
I need to confess that this album is shitty, man. That's
Is
nigga's terrible.
Lord.
The only good song on that last album, for real, was the
one
intro with the
clip?
choir.
What about the one with the clips?
Bro, that fucking nigga, I feel like I was in a fucking car. That the car noise throughout the song,
That shit's dope,
that's
though.
annoying. Nigga, I feel like I'm being tortured. That sound like Guantanamo Bay like torture music. That shit was not. That shit was not good, bro. I love the Clips rapping though. The Clips killed it, but the beat, I can't take it.
And then Kenny G killed it.
Yeah, I think he played on the. Y'all showed him playing at the on the podcast, didn't you?
Yeah, he was there. Yeah, he was there.
That was in LA.
Yep, that was in LA like a motherfucker.
I'm talking all this shit, but I'm going to Art Basel in a couple or next month actually, and I feel like he actually gonna be down there. I can see him doing a little Sunday service. So if he go, I'm gonna definitely see what he's popping for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Like I said, I don't want to keep it too long, man. Anything else you gotta say?
Alright, dog, that's it, man. Y'all be good, boy. Make sure you follow your boy. And if y'all got more questions, make sure you answer them, ask them, slide in my DMs. No homo.
Hey man, y'all go follow David. Until next time, I say what I mean what I say. Haters gonna hate, players gonna play, and y'all holla at your boy.